looking pretty good up here.
Man. Yeah, we should go fast here. This track looks good.
Like it's smooth. A lot of rubber.
Yep. We need to do well this weekend, man. If we go 2 rounds, then we secure the regular season first place.
Yep.
Don't know that means anything.
Yeah, it means something to us.
It's going to mean something to me.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what they do with the points, the whole point situation, we've heard rumors is all we've heard. And if they do set everything back to 0, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is. There's always a curveball at the end of these races. You know, the last couple of races, whether it's triple points, you know, and things like that. I don't know. I've never been up here before.
Yeah, it's new territory.
This is our first time, and we're just going to keep on doing. No matter what they do, we're going to keep on doing what we're trying to do, and that's go round at a time. I say we need to win 2 rounds today. We need to win 5 rounds today. That's what we need to do.
Yep.
But to secure the number 1 spot, we got to win 2 rounds.
So the scenario.
With that being said, yes, if we lose second round or even first round and Giuseppe wins the race, he can overtake us.
Yep.
And I'm sure that if we lose first round and Robin wins the race, he could probably overtake us.
Yes, he can.
So that's really the 2 right there. So I can't say that I'm not going to think about it.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be in my head no matter what. But 1 round at a time, like we have been the rest of this year, and we're gonna continue to do what we've been doing, and we've been doing pretty well.
Yep.
So.
Yep. You just keep doing your job behind the steering wheel, and car will be ready to go to do its thing, and it's capable of going out here and winning this whole deal. So
yeah,
that's what we intend to do.
I mean, that's the plan every weekend.
Yep.
You know, anytime anybody asks, what do you think this weekend? I think we're going to try to win.
Yep.
So, and it's something else to know when you pull the car out of the trailer that you could win.
Yeah. Well, we've always said it, you know, like we've always felt like we got one of the baddest cars on the property.
Well, we've been proving it now.
Yeah. You know, there's 30.
There's a lot of people here. There's 26 other cars. There's 27 cars here this weekend. There's 26 other cars here who are trying to go as many rounds as they can go today too.
Yep.
There's people fighting for their lives. Like, I know it sounds weird that we're sitting here, you know, talking about we have to go rounds so that we can secure number 1. There's people who have to go rounds so that they can secure maybe a 16 spot.
I mean, there's arguably some of the baddest dudes on the property that have to go rounds just to be able to make the next 4 races. Jim Howe, Nate Saylor, Daddy Dave. Those are the 3 that come to mind.
But that doesn't mean that somebody can't come up from the back.
Yeah.
You know? So it's going to be an interesting race. First round is going to be, you know, nerve-wracking.
Oh, for everyone.
Yeah.
For everyone.
I mean, there's a possibility we could have missed this race and still left here number 1.
Yep.
But I'm telling you right now, there ain't a person in the parking lot more nervous than me.
Yep.
And that's just part of it. Once I get in the car, I'll be fine. But as of right now, man, I'm a nervous wreck.
Yep.
Like the last 2 weeks, I've been a nervous wreck. Just wondering what they're going to do, how they're going to do the point structure, how the last 4 races are going to go, if we can stay on top. Everything's running through my head.
Yeah.
You know, is there anything that we need to do to the car? And then I just go, no, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, man.
We just need to check over everything and make sure everything stays the same.
Yep. Yep.
You know, whatever we felt shaken last week in Vegas, hopefully that's not an issue anymore.
I feel like it had to do with the tire, because also we had to air that tire up 16 times between Vegas and now. So it was time to change those tires anyways. So we don't know if maybe it broke a cord or something in there. I don't know how those tires are constructed. I know there's some type of cords in them, but something happened. You started feeling a vibration and that tire started going flat at the same time. Yeah. So,
and we also didn't make a straight pass against Swanstrom.
Right.
So, we're going to go over here. You guys are going to keep on going over the car like y'all always do.
Yep. And a screw car won the last race, so they're going to check our blower this week. So we got those off.
Got the blowers off the car right now just so that they can inspect them.
Yeah.
They do it every couple races.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't no big deal. It takes 5 minutes to get that blower off. So.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't see them inspecting anything on the screws.
I don't either. I don't ever hear the screw guys complaining about, man, we got to pull our belts off so they can check everything.
Yeah.
Dang sure you hear the Pro Charger guys complaining.
Plus it depends on if you can really mess with the back stuff like everybody says that you can.
Yeah.
It depends on who you talk to.
A lot of people say it, though.
A lot of people say it, though. I'm sure that there is a way. I'm sure it's tricky, though.
Oh, yeah. It's because there's a lot of timing in there. Like, everything's got to be timed just right.
Everything is such tight clearances.
Yes.
I've pulled one of those apart before on an old one.
We in 177 or something?
I think it was a 177.
Yeah.
144 or 147.
Yeah.
Or 177.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I pulled them apart and changed some bearings.
Wish you hadn't.
At one point. And it made it about full throttle once. and it locked the blower up. And that was when I first started hot rodding. It was the first blower I ever had, man. And I had sent this thing off and had it all polished and made it pretty and all that. And then
they had you messed up if they thought you was gonna pay $150 to have them put some new bearings in it for you.
I wasn't gonna send that to somebody else. I could do it myself.
Yep.
And then come to find out, I could not do it myself.
Yep.
After that, for a while, I just cut the blades out of it and then used it as like a tunnel ram.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, I went ahead and stepped up to the 871.
Yep.
And that's shortly after that. This was in the Camaro, the first car.
Oh, okay.
It was in the Camaro. And then shortly after that is when I got the Nova and then put that combination in the Nova.
Yep.
Oh.
You ever gonna put a roots or a screw back on the Nova? You ever think about it?
Hey, show me something.
Yeah.
Tell them screws to show me something besides horsepower numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, it would look cool, man. But, man, at this point, it depends on where you're racing.
It would have
a no prep surface, I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Yeah. They would have to, and, you know, the car is on the property to show us something this weekend. Ryan's got the red car here.
Absolutely.
They would have to show us something substantial, I think, for us to move away from Pro Charger.
I mean, it's a known fact. We tested our Murder Nova, our white car, with his red car, and he went faster.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So, but doing it out here, I don't know.
It seems to be an issue.
Yep.
So, you know, screws have still won some. Jim won the first race. Swanstrom's won 2 this year. Ryan's won 1 with the red car.
Yep.
I think that's it, but
I don't think that the way that the rules are set up, man, there's some parity there.
Yeah.
I mean, what you can look and say Pro Chargers have won most of the races. That's because there's way more Pro Charger cars.
There is.
So there's more, there's more names in the bag.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Kai just hasn't had any luck yet. Like every weekend, Kai has one of the fastest cars on the property.
Oh yeah.
Hanging the wheels in the air the way that he does is just not the way to get consistent.
It looks cool though.
It does look cool. It does look cool, and that car is fast.
Yep.
But when we were twin turbo and the wheels were in the air.
Oh, dude, it looks sexy.
Yeah, but how many passes did we make it down?
Not many.
Yeah.
Every Friday night.
Not as many as what we aborted.
Yep.
So that stands for something right there.
Yep.
And of course, with the turbo car, we didn't have the zoomies, so you'd think that they'd be able to keep the front ends down. But when Ryan makes a good lick in the red car, the front end's in the air.
Yeah.
So it's just part of it. I don't know. If the surface is iffy, which even though we talk about how good this surface is, it's still not prepped, dragged. It's not
groomed like it would be.
Is what you would go to a regular prepped race.
Like if this was a PDR race, which they just had here, which is why this track is the way it is, this would look like this the entire weekend. As the weekend goes on, this spot right here is going to be bare.
Yes. Yes.
Like you'll be able to see bare concrete before the weekend is over.
Yep. We just need 2 good licks and a good first round draw.
Well, are you up here for the protest or what?
No, there's no protest. I hope that there's. That's going to be next week. It's going to be next week. Yeah, that's in Tulsa.
They get protested?
Him and Jim's protesting.
Hey, that's what I heard.
Clear that up. That's what Nate
I will say this, that everybody does come to me for the protest.
Hey, Nate, that's what Nate told me. Nate told me that it was you and Jim protesting us.
Here, kick me.
Josh, go ahead.
But everybody
It's
comes
all
to
my
me,
fault.
like
Yeah.
for everything that's out there, and I'm like, dude, it's got nothing to do with
I kind of feel like I would too, though. Like if I wanted to protest somebody behind
Just go to
on the
Justin.
down low, I'd go to Justin.
You'd at least tell me they was here.
That's why Jim went to him.
You know this shit started. Somebody
Yeah.
come up to him and said, what do you think, man?
Well, because,
they asked
because
me-
the Swonstroms are all about fair. If it ain't fair, take it to him.
And the
I will
internet.
say them two are going to say something.
And the
say
internet.
that. I like fair for fair.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's gotta like fuck with me.
But let's also
for me
be
to go
real-
say something.
Well, but it kind of is. So let's be realistic. We talked about this. I said, well, it kind of makes sense for Justin to be involved in that because Justin's number, what, 2 in points, 3 in points, 4 in points. So you're
We
right
were
there.
close.
Yeah, it was something like that. So you're right there. So like, if it could be protested and we did something illegal, it benefits him.
But I've
Well,
always
and then
said,
they gain back on the bet that we all have.
But I don't. No.
Did they really?
No, they
No.
would. No, they would if we got
No.
kicked out for the remainder of the season.
But
They might
I've
catch
always
us.
said from the get-go that I thought it was a dumb rule.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It is. Look, it is a dumb rule. We
But
all
here's,
know
here's
that.
some things that I'll say. Let's ask some questions. Okay. How many Outlaw Armageddons has there been? Phantom?
9.
Nine. How many have you been to?
All of them.
Me too.
I've never missed
And that's
one.
never going to change. We're going to continue to go to those. And so,
And they actually
we asked
moved the race
Sam-
this year because
yeah.
it was on top of one of our races. So they moved it so that we could all come.
Yeah.
We do it every year.
I did. I even put it in the
So we didn't do it.
I put it in the comment section because everybody always tagged me.
Put it in the comments.
Yep.
They always tag me.
This is 2024.
Yep. So I put on there, I said, so how I look at it is rules are rules, right? So it happened in the beginning of the year, early in the year.
Yeah.
Sucks what happened. That was part of it. Deal. But then when Boosted got on there, and Boosted's like, hey, such and such had approval to go to this race just like everybody else did. Then it's squashed. It's done. It's nothing over there to
But
do.
then
But
he's
it was
calling
nothing
people talking
hidden.
about.
Oh, see, I don't
Did you get invited to that race? No. It wasn't an invite. If you called and asked, then it was okayed. Is the only thing. Like, look, man, he wasn't going to call every cast member and go, hey, man, I know you've never been to Outlaw Armageddon before, but if you want to go on small tires and something that is not your NPK car,
Well, now that you mention it, I'd like
You're
to
good to
go.
go.
Well, here's the truth about that too. He don't give a fuck if we go or not. He's letting us go.
He does
That's
not
what
care.
he's doing. That's why he's not going to call everybody
That's
and
right.
tell them. It doesn't benefit him or the industry
Well,
any
that's
for
what I
us to
said.
go.
It's all, you know, they're all different kinds of racing. I mean, I do different kinds of racing too, but at least, like, so I get it. But that's why I said when I seen that deal, then it was squashed. It was done.
well, we weren't going to even tell anybody that we had permission. We were just going to let it go. You know what I mean?
I don't
and then
think it-
Bushton got on there and told
That's what
everybody
I
we had
did.
permission.
I let it go.
I don't think it mattered because it was a completely different style car. It was a small tire versus what we got going on here. I said so. It
Well,
sucks.
at the end of the
but-
day, isn't no prep things done today?
That's kind of
that
you know.
was the other thing I
we thought
said.
about
It
that
starts
too.
a whole
That
new
was,
series.
that was the other thing I
We thought about that
Yeah.
too, but at the end of the day, the best thing for us to do, because we have not done this in the past, Ryan, call Daddy, ask him if we can do this. You know what I mean?
I did.
Hey, and he was like, ooh, hey, because I'll be honest with you, man. At first, I didn't think about it, and then I was like,
taking a totally different car.
and then we're all sitting around talking about it, and we're like,
Now,
and then
now,
he
like
called
you
Daddy.
said,
Daddy said, okay. After I went.
Did you hear what Kai did to his mom this morning? Oh man, he woke up in the middle of the night, fucking out there just pouring beer on her. He's sleepwalking, poured fucking beer all over his mom. I come out
I
early,
get
honest
like
to God, honest to God. He said I had to go
What
buy
is this,
her a new
fucking
mattress
stepbrothers?
because she was fucking soaked in beer.
Yeah, that's what it
What?
sounds like.
I ain't never been that extreme, but I'll
what dream do you
sleepwalk.
have that makes you do that?
He said I must have been dreaming I was standing at the sink going like this with my beer. He covered his mother.
Man.
She woke up fucking screaming.
That's
You're
deep
not-
right there.
and you're
He
not-
should get
and
that
you're
looked
not-
That
at.
guy's got problems.
And you're not supposed to wake up like sleepwalkers, but they say fucks them up.
What's that on Step Brothers?
Do what?
Step Brothers?
Yeah.
So he goes in and he plays the
He
drum.
puts all the pillows in the oven, plays the
that's right.
drums,
Get out of
and
the freezer.
yeah.
Yeah, but he went out this morning and bought her a new mattress because it was fucking
shit
so
out.
I try to take. I have whatever. Every now and then I'll get like if I'm real tired. That's when I get it. Dude, me and my dad.
It's not that I
Sleepwalkers are not
remember.
sleepwalkers.
Me and my dad were at a hotel, and he videoed it. Fucking, I got up out of bed. Whatever. I was trying to take the TV off the counter for some reason. Put it on the floor.
See, that was
What did it say to you?
He just finally, I went back to sleep. You go back to sleep. Like,
Now, if I'm drunk, I'll do a lot of stuff. Piss in the closet,
dumb stuff.
you know, piss in the corner.
I was gonna say my mom had told me when I was younger I would get up and pee in the corner.
Oh yeah, I do that if I get drunk.
I talk
That's
about
the reason I don't get drunk.
Yeah, right. In your head.
One of the reasons.
Yeah.
It's one of the
One of the
reasons.
reasons I
Y'all
don't drink
talk
so much.
I don't do that as an adult though.
I do if I'm
Yeah.
But he kind of does.
Do you talk in your sleep?
That's why I don't drink.
I do.
have.
I do.
I have full conversations.
Not me.
I speak different languages and shit.
God.
Your feet are
God.
become bilingual.
Yeah,
God, come here, man. We got to hear this story, man.
Can't believe you pissed on your mom.
Pouring beer on your mom. Why would you do that? Why?
I was asleep, man. But she was up.
He's like, dude, I don't remember.
Hey, she should have slapped the brakes off your
Got out
ass.
of your bedroom, walked in to find her to pour beer on top of her. Is that right?
Well, I guess maybe in my sleep I was gonna pour the beer out that was by my bed. And I thought I was at the sink. And the sink was sitting behind me.
Okay.
And then,
Is she happy about that?
and then when she woke up, she was bitching. I don't remember.
No.
She told me. She
It's
said,
very indecent
She
of her.
said, I said, hey, with a real serious face, I said, have you seen my wallet? She said, get the fuck out. I just went there and went back to bed.
So you don't remember none of it?
No.
Do you sleepwalk all the
Man,
time?
he needs to get that looked at.
Yeah, hey, that's some deep issues right there.
I remember
I feel like that's some deep
remember-
childhood issues you
I remember her
got.
coming in there and saying, hey, we're going to the laundromat, get up.
At that point, you just got to go, okay.
Yeah. By that time, the beard stuck all the way through her mattress.
I'm
Man.
waking up with you fucking just.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I would never do that.
Hey, see, man, we all got,
Oh, yeah.
some problems.
Oh, yeah.
And if I think I have problems, then I just listen to other people's problems, and then I realize mine aren't that bad.
Yeah, that one almost
good
seems
one right
too
there.
far-fetched to be true, but he just told it.
Like that is one where you're gonna sit. Oh, sorry, buddy. Where you're gonna sit. I got a shirt just like that. Where you're gonna sit on a couch and tell somebody about that.
Oh yeah,
one
you
day.
need to for sure.
Number 11's
That's terrible.
What are you gonna do?
Man, you are good at a lot of things in this life. Drawing chips for NPK is not one of them. But the last time we raced him first round, we also raced him in the final round.
I know. And we beat him the first time, and then he beat us. So it's our turn.
Yep.
So we just gotta go fast, man.
Yep.
That's right, baby.
I know it's loser's bracket, but that's a big win right there. Thank you, homie. I appreciate everything. Well, there's a couple of things like we talked about that's got to happen here, and that's the first thing that we said has to happen is we got to beat Kai. Kai's tough, you know. He's been tough all year. He made it down. He was next to me. I seen him coming on the big end. We did what we needed to do. We got in front of him early, and we took the win. So 3 points at a time. If that's what we got to do, that's what we're going to keep doing. Hey, look at that parachute. It's underneath the car.
Well, that was a
God, dude, you were fucking coming, man. I told Phantom said, that's right, baby, and I said, dude, he was coming, man. I said, he was right there, and he goes, oh, yeah, he was about to screw you. Gotta be right there. Phantom was like, he was about to screw you, man. I said, you got to get in front of him early and hope we can hold him off, you know? Nice job, man. Hey, yours made a good one, though?
Yeah, it did.
Good.
Yeah, it moved around a little bit, but it was pulling. Yep.
Well,
it's really
I
fast.
told Brandon, I said, look, man, we can't turn this fucking thing down. I don't care. Whatever we ran last night, we can't turn it down. He goes, oh, we're turning it up.
Jeff asked me,
I said, okay.
he said, you think the track can hold it? I said, it's got to.
It's got to, because you can't turn it down.
Yep.
All right, brother.
I don't mind losing like that one.
Good job, man.
That's more like it right there.
Right, baby. Hey, he was coming, dude.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, like,
God,
he said, dude, it had to have been inches. And I said, man, you was fucking coming,
Yeah,
dude.
he was.
He was about to screw us, wasn't he?
He was.
That was our 100th round win right there.
Hell yeah.
100? That was 100 right there. That was our 100th round win in NPK. Oh. Pinky's tough, you know. He's been consistent. He's been one of the other cars. That's what everybody says about me this season is consistency is where it's at. He's one of the fewer guys out here that is consistent every pass. And, you know, is a good drag race like it always is. So we need one more round win, and then we don't care if Giuseppe wins this race or not. If Giuseppe wins the winner's bracket, we win one more round in the loser's bracket, he can't beat us. So, you know, it may not stand for anything, but personal goal, we want to leave here number one. So, one more round.
I'm trying, dude.
I think that was one of our closer races right there.
I think Idaho's probably closer, but that was close too.
Fucking leaves hard, man, for a screw car.
I know. I got that part down. It's 3:30 to finish line.
It's opposite. Yours is opposite of everybody else's. Kai was running me down, but I left him pretty good at the 60 foot.
I got the front 300.
You got the front down.
I gotta get the back.
Hey, I haven't raced a screw car that's been that close to me at the 60 foot. Put it together, man, and you're gonna have a hot rod. 100 round right there. Phantom.
Oh shit, it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Man, nice job, man.
You guys didn't bring your keys.
Can't believe Scott beat him, man. Yep. I mean, of course, it don't mean anything. It's just what we wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it was our first goal.
Yeah.
So, always been a Scott Taylor fan,
That's
man.
right.
Always,
You and Scott have always been like this.
always loved Scott, man. Good for him. So this next race don't mean anything for us, but I still want to win. If we win this next race, it'll be 40 wins this season. Nobody else has that. We need that too. We need that goal. Because this is the last race to make it happen. Drag race right there. Oh man. We weren't sure that we could count on anybody else to make this, make us leaving here number one happen. So we knew the only way that it would for sure happen was for us to win the losers bracket today. So that's what we wanted to do. You know, we didn't come into this thing not wanting to win it. Giuseppe went out last round. Scott Taylor beat him, so that secured our number one spot, but we still wanted this win. That win right there made 40 on the season. So we had a couple of goals today, and that was to get our 100th round win, 40 for the season, which nobody else has, and, you know, secure the number one spot. So, you know, without pumping my chest too much, we've had a good season, and I'm proud of me and our team. So we've done good.
Dude, that was a good drag race. You came around me.
I know. I didn't think I'd come around you. I thought, no, I have to leave before him. And I don't know if you just out 60-footed me or if you left
one of the
before
two.
me.
But my car on the 2-3 shift, it went and then went, and that was just, you were right around me.
Yep.
Dude, that thing hauls.
Oh, dude, it is a drag race.
How fast this is? 1 and 16. This is what we're going up against.
And now I got to race you. I got to race you in Tulsa next weekend.
I like it.
So
rematch.
I know.
I'll bring more for you.
I'm sure you will, man. Yeah. 40 wins, baby.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Nice job.
Well, Michigan didn't go exactly how we wanted, but we made the best of the situation we put ourselves in.
We made some good passes. We beat a lot of fast people.
Yeah.
You know, definitely didn't go how we thought it was going to or what we wanted it to, but I mean, it really did, except for the first race.
Yeah.
After that, it went exactly like what we wanted it to.
Yep.
So we made our couple test passes, and they were good. We went into the first race, racing Robin, with a fast car. and thought we had the right tune-up. He just let us know pretty quick that we didn't.
Let us know that we had guessed wrong.
And I've seen a whole bunch of stuff online about how he guessed on us and stuff, and he did not.
No, you left on him. Like, if you watched the video,
he just outran us.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it. We didn't have a strong enough tune-up in the car to outrun him.
Yep. I mean,
there's no other way to put it. He came out. He I don't even know that he shot for something. He came out. He put a tune-up in the car that possibly went the fastest pass of the weekend.
It was pretty fast.
It was real fast.
It was pretty fast.
Yeah, he drove away from us.
Yep.
I mean, honestly.
Yep, you had him to the 60, and then at 61 feet, he was ahead.
He continued to gain until we lifted at the big end.
Yep.
Never even planed out after that. Like, he got it.
Yeah, it's gone the other way too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've gone out there and they didn't put a big enough one in.
Aren't we 2-2 against him this season?
It's something. It's either 2-2 or 2-1 in his favor. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it's even up, but it could be in their favor.
I don't know. I just know that he put us out first round.
He did. So it sent us to the losers bracket, and man, it was a tough losers bracket. You had Nate, you had Dean, you had
Kai,
and of course we drew Kai.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we've been to some finals of the winners bracket that we didn't face off as many tough people as what we did. I mean, we raced Doc, and Doc made the fastest pass of his life against us.
Dude, his car 60 footed good on that pass.
He made a good lick.
Yeah, so I guess I didn't realize how good of a pass Doc made until he didn't. But I was watching the video, and man, to the 60 foot, it was fast.
Yeah.
So
that's why I told him. I said, man, you waited all season to put that pass together or what?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, we're just slowly trying to get it figured out. And I was like, well, I'm telling you right now, man, you get that thing like that, but consistent, you're going to go some rounds.
For sure. For sure. So then, third round, we got Pinky. So you could have either got a bye to the finals.
I mean, let's talk about the first race. I know we didn't talk about Kai's race a whole lot, but this is the first time we've raced Kai's new car.
Yes. We beat up on the Brewick a couple times earlier in the season.
Yeah. And we've seen the new car come out, and man, wheels up, and that bitch looks fast. and it kind of seems like most of the races that he's lost in that car is because wheels were up and it didn't go straight.
Yep.
Point that car straight, and it seems to go straight.
Yes.
So that's tough though.
I mean, we fought that same issue.
It's hard to be consistent when the front end is up like that. But he chose to build a short wheelbase car and
move the motor way back, and
that's pretty much what's going to happen with that. So, and he had told me before that pass, he said, great. He said, I didn't really want to run you right now. We made a bar change, and I said, oh, you're trying to keep the front end down. So it worked, because it looked like it picked the front end up just a little bit, and then it set it back down. So it looked like whatever bar change that they made worked, and they made a good lick, and it was a close race. So I'm just glad that we came out on top. So going out and running what those two cars ran first round of the day, and we were first pair.
Yeah.
So the only people that went before us was the small tire guys.
Yes.
So we went out there, and to run the numbers that we both ran, it could have very well went the other way, and we still would have been happy with our pass. We'd have been upset that we lost, but we'd have been happy with the pass that we made off the trailer that morning, and for it to run that strong.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, watching the video, it was a little bit different than what I remember it in the car, just like always.
Yeah.
I thought he had 58 mile an hour on us, and he was coming on the big end.
He was about to screw you.
Yeah, and he was trying to screw me the whole race.
Yeah.
So That didn't really happen though. Like we had more than a fender on him probably.
Yep.
I felt like after the race it was inches and that he was coming.
Yep.
So I was glad to see that wasn't really the case. We made a good lick. He was happy with his pass too.
Yeah, and he should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have outrun everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it clearly would have.
Yep.
So then second round is when we got Doc.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, there was a chance for a bye. Of course, we knew we wasn't going to get hit. Pinky had already got a bye. And so it's just down to me and Nate.
Yep.
And I knew there's no doubt about it, we ain't getting no bye. Yep. And I almost didn't want, Nate clearly said he would give me the bye.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No, he tried. He was like, here, man, take this bye. And I was, no, I'm not doing that, man.
Oh, man.
No, and because I told him, I said, there's no doubt about it, I won't get it.
Yeah.
But I really didn't want to buy for our 100th round win.
That was the 100th round win.
It would have been our 100th round win, and I didn't want to buy for it. I haven't got a buy all season. Why get one the last race of the season?
In the loser's bracket.
In the loser's bracket. It just wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And all along, we are still trying to finish this race number one. So we get out first round. We get put out first round by somebody who can tie us in points. Robin puts us out first round. We lose first round to Kai in the loser's bracket. Robin wins the whole race, and Robin ties us in points.
Mm-hmm.
We go out first round. Now Giuseppe can not only beat us, he can beat us even if he goes to the finals.
Yes.
So we knew what we had to do. We had to go rounds, and you got to go a lot more rounds. You have to go 4 rounds to equal 1 round in the other thing. So, because 9, if you go 3 rounds, you get 3 points per.
Yeah.
3 and 3 is 9.
Yep.
9 just isn't even 1 round.
No, it's a lot of work for nothing, basically.
A whole lot of work and a whole lot of bears to go through to get that 9 points. That wouldn't do anything for us.
Yep.
So we knew that we needed 12, and if you win the whole thing, you get 15.
Yes.
So we knew, we kept on thinking, man, Giuseppe's going to go out. Giuseppe's going to go out. We
Nothing against Giuseppe.
No, not at all. Giuseppe knows that we love him, but we needed him to lose.
Yes.
And once we beat Kai, we knew there was no way that Robin could beat us. Even if he won the race, we'd have been 3 points ahead of him.
Yes.
So we weren't really, and we knew that Robin had one, if not one of the fastest cars on the property.
We pretty much had it narrowed down to him and Ryan in the finals, and it was going to toss up either way.
I thought, man, Ryan's car's running strong. He's going to come out and he's going to prove something with this blower car, and screw everybody.
Yeah.
And he made some good licks. And then he draws Giuseppe. And I'm like, and Giuseppe's like, whoa, 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 why are you smiling so much? And I was like, no reason, man. I'm just ready to see y'all race. And I'm just smiling. Because, man, I know in my heart Ryan's finna take him out.
Yep.
Like, I knew it.
Yep.
And Ryan lets go of the button and the car turns sideways.
We kind of let the wind out of our sails a little bit.
And then after that, I said, man, just gonna have to do this ourselves. Yeah. So then after that, my whole Giuseppe's gonna get beat was kind of thrown out the window. And I was like, we're just gonna have to focus on our shit. We're gonna have to win this loser's bracket ourselves.
Yep.
And if we do, we would have
beat Giuseppe by 3 points if he would have won the race. If we'd have won losers and Giuseppe would have won the winners, we'd have beat him by 3.
I thought it was 6. I don't know. Anyways, it would have been close.
Yes.
And there's always that chance. There's always that chance that that Giuseppe can win a race.
Oh yeah, I mean he's
got a fast car. He's got a fast car, and he's consistent.
Yep.
So then. I always told everybody I've always been a big Scott Taylor fan. Big Scott Taylor fan, and good for him, man. He's been doing this. This is his 7th season. He started at the very first one.
Been at every race since NPK originated.
And has not won one. So it was really cool to see him win, with his old lady and their kids there.
For sure.
That's cool, man.
For sure.
Heather's awesome.
Oh, dude.
She's as cool as it gets.
Yeah, she is.
So, really cool. I wanted to be at the starting line for that win. I wanted to see him cry.
Oh, yeah.
But Aaron said that he did.
Well, you got to.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to.
Like, we cried at the first one harder.
Yeah.
And then we still cried at the second one.
Yep.
Still cried at the third one.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yep. Don't cry at the next one.
And yeah, it never gets old,
No.
I don't think.
No.
So good for him, though. We're glad to see that he finally put it together enough to win one.
Yep. It's cool, man. It's hard work. Like, Scott's no chump. Like, he's just not. Scott's always been one of the faster cars on the property, and he's never got it done until this point, dude. That
right there goes to show.
That's saying
how
this
tough it is.
stuff. Like, it's tough, man. Like, it's not easy. Ryan makes it look easy. It's not fucking easy.
We're sitting here bragging and happy, and not that we pat ourselves on the back or anything, but man, we're stoked that we win 100 round wins. 3 more, and he's got 300. 300. Unbelievable.
So here's another stat that's pretty mind-boggling. I was going through event wins the other day, and you have made it up into the top 5 with 7 event wins between grade 8s and losers brackets and main event wins. You've got 7. You're in the top 5. Ryan's got 40.
Yeah. 40.
40. I mean, that's almost 6 times.
Wasn't Kai like second? He's got 15?
Yeah. 14 or 15. I mean, damn, man.
I mean, the stats don't lie, man. Like, when people asked who the GOAT was,
yeah,
there's no denying it.
Yep. I mean, dude,
not that we would want to. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't. You'd be in total denial.
If you don't believe that he's the baddest no prep dude out there, then you got issues. Like, and you can even take it as far as anything else. He just won Outlaw Armageddon with the small tires.
Yeah.
He was runner-up last year.
Yeah.
He won the deal on the big cash days on the street.
Mega cash days on the street. Yeah. I mean,
like,
yeah, it would be hard to deny. You'd have to have a really weird argument to try to deny it.
No, you just have to be in denial.
Yeah.
Like, you would just have to not be a fan of his.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work.
Then
It still doesn't math out. No, you would just look like a hater after that, because you'd be arguing against facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know you, just that. You'd be in total denial. But, I mean, moving into the top 5 is cool, man. It's a big accomplishment. It really is. But then, you look up there, and that would be, he would have to quit. You know what I mean? And then it would still take a couple years to catch him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's had years in this deal where it was just total domination. I mean, total domination. We've done really well this year, winning 3 events. Not many people have done that. Or, 3 main events.
Yeah, but how we've done this year is only like the 5th best season anybody's ever had.
Yes.
I'm guessing 4 others of those are Ryan.
Ryan and Birdman.
Yep.
3 of them's Ryan, 1 of them's Birdman.
Yep. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, so with that being said, after that, we race Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
And god dang, Pinky's car will trip you out because it leaves so hard.
Yeah.
I felt like we were 60 footing really well this weekend.
Yes.
And he was out in front of us at the 60 foot.
And that
which is total opposite for a screw car.
Yes.
Normally we're out in front of the screw cars at the 60 foot, and then they're catching us on the big end. It was Pinky's car is just total opposite of that.
His car leaves like ours does.
Yep.
And apparently a little better on that one.
Yep. So anyways, it's always tough getting by Pinky, and then we got Nate
with his
finals.
pecker that drops down.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yep.
So, and then Nate is always a toss-up. Like, we've had our problems with him.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
car's fast.
Generally, man, it's whoever leaves the line first when y'all race.
Mm-hmm. So, but we made a good one against him, and and took that win. So, sometimes you got to rely on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have mattered if we won that or not, because Scott did take out Giuseppe, but it was still good leading the points by, almost 30?
Yes, and then so we end up we're in first place. We ended this race in first place by 22 points.
By 22.
22 points. So, and then like if you put yourself in the losers bracket, if in my opinion, if you're going to claim to be one of the best of the season, which I feel like we are, right? Like stats don't lie again, right? So if you're going to end up in the losers bracket, man, you need to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, like
got to.
You got to redeem yourself, and
plus we made $5,000.
Hey man, $5,000.
Like not only were we trying to secure number one, which let me tell you guys, it doesn't mean nothing. No. That us leaving there number one, that means absolutely zero. But it meant something to us.
Yep.
We set out. We had a goal this season, and that's what we said. Let's win the whole thing. So part of our goal was to end the season number one, and that's what we did. And we're still, we got 4 more races to try to finish that.
4 tough races.
4 tough, drag down, knockout, tough fights.
Yep.
It's gonna be tough. But they ended up. We're gonna be 50 points, and then Robin. I don't know. Is Robin or Giuseppe 40 or 30?
So they got to race off.
And so after the first race, that determines it?
Yep.
Just the one race is going to determine which one they're in.
Yep.
That's a big race.
Yep. So like Sean was talking about, we do get a little bit we don't get no money or nothing like that, but we're going to start the last 4 races with 50 points. Whoever ends up in second will have 40, third will get 30.
To the top 5.
To the top 5. Separated. Coming into Tulsa, the old Wasper.
Oh, it's dead.
Coming into Tulsa, we're going to start with 50 points. 5th place will have 10, and each one will be separated by 10 in between there. The first round of each race will be a bracket. 1 race is 16, 2 races 15, et cetera, sort of. There's some. First round's on a bracket, and then from 2nd to 4th round will be drawn out of a hat like normal. So, just to make that short and sweet, there's more to it. I don't really have time to explain it. Because it's kind of weird. But anyways, 4 races: Tulsa, Rockingham, Steele, and finish up in Ennis. The second, so Tulsa is a normal points deal, 10 per round. Rockingham and Steele is 15 per round, points and a half, and then Ennis is 20 points per round or double points. So, what else? Talk about Vegas a little bit. It was Vegas. The track was terrible. It was hot.
Everything
you guys,
about that always sucks.
Yeah, you guys seen us. We lost what? 3rd round to Swanstrom.
We made it to the final 4. Yeah.
4th round. We made it to the semifinals. Lost to Swanstrom.
We had a car.
Car kicked sideways.
We had a car.
Yep. I don't know. We had a little vibration all weekend. We changed gears out a couple times. It was still there.
Yeah.
Kind of decided that our tires had gone bad. Is kind of what it seems like.
I don't know if we broke something in them.
One of the cords or something in there.
Something, but as soon as we took the tires off, put new tires on, I don't feel the vibration anymore.
Yeah. So, it was hot in Vegas. It was Vegas. It's just not my favorite place. Like nothing personal to anyone that lives there.
And it's just the fact that they don't want us there.
They don't, man. They're just on their whistles. They're always yelling at us. Like
they yell at everything that we do.
Man, it's just not a good venue for us. Nope. You know what I mean?
Now, there's so much going on in Vegas. It was very, very light as far as people goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole lot going on out there.
There is.
Not to mention there was a big UFC fight. They said Trump was in town.
There was a Trump rally.
There was a Trump rally. There's the big UFC fight. Pink had a concert.
Oh yeah.
And plus it's just Vegas.
It's Vegas.
There's a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. It wasn't our best race. We did leave there in the number 1 spot. Still, we collected 30 points for that race, and we went into Michigan number 1, and we wanted to leave Michigan number 1, and that's what we did.
If we could collect 30 points at every race, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Yep. You take that on the average, you probably end up pretty good. The double points will be interesting. It always makes it interesting at the end. I don't know. I think for you to clinch for someone to clinch by Ennis, like have the championship wrapped up before anyone makes a pass at Ennis, I think you would have to make it to the finals of the first 3 races and at least win one of them, I think, is the way it would have to go to even think about it. Man, it is a tall order. Like, no one this year's won 3 in a row. There's been Robin and Giuseppe have both won 2 in a row. And other than that, man, it's been spread out. Like, it's been a tough year. It's been a tough year. So,
honestly, man, the stress and everything, I'm ready for it to be over. This last little leg, obviously, we're at home this week.
Yep.
Tulsa's pretty much home. So we'll go Thursday. Today is Tuesday. We're about to freshen the motor up. Today's Tuesday. Thursday, and then after Thursday, the race this weekend in Tulsa. We'll be home next week for a couple of days. Church up there?
I thought I heard something moving around. It may just be the wind.
And then we'll get a couple of days at home next week, and then after that, we're on the road until Ennis. We'll come home before Ennis, but I'm just ready to get this last leg done.
Man, it's
we get on the road, we work our asses off for the next month, and hopefully, we'll be champions.
Man, that's the plan. Unfortunately for us, there are 15 other people with the exact same plan.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
But we can do it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it all season.
Yep.
All we have to do, and it sounds real easy because this is what everybody keeps telling me. All you gotta do is keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know I can sustain that much longer. It's too tough. It's too hard to keep doing what we're doing. And plus with all the other stuff I got going on.
Yeah.
Everything else, let's be honest, everything else has gotten neglected, guys.
Yep.
So have the YouTube videos.
Yep.
We're doing the best that we can to keep the trucks on the road and to keep the car running. And, you guys' jobs in between rounds of checking the car. And I did a Drag Illustrated interview yesterday.
Yeah.
And the guy asked me, what do you attribute to how much better you're doing this season? And I said, well, my guys have a strict in between rounds of going over the car, and parts failure is the biggest thing that we got going right now. And you guys do a really good job of catching everything.
Yeah.
We've caught some Pro Chargers. We've caught a lot of stuff that is on its way out.
So we wrapped up the regular season number 1 like we wanted to. We're gonna get the car ready to finish these last 4. We'll have a video on that. Like Sean said, we have slacked a little bit here on the YouTube videos. Been busy, man. Been busy. But we got videos coming. We've got a Mach 1 update. We've got a surprise that we did for Mallory here a while back. Hope you guys will like that. And then
we got Billy's truck.
Billy's truck. I knew I had one more. Oh, Ron Jeremy fixed a bunch of stuff on that deal. So that will do it for this wrap up. We got 4 more to show you coming up. Hopefully they're 4 good ones. And then we can raise a big trophy and a big check and whatever else at the end of the year. So until the next one, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video, comment, tell us what you like to see more of, and we'll catch you on the next one.